What's one thing in Korea that you wish you had in your own country?
Safety. I feel so safe here. Like I love that so much.
That's been a big culture shock about being here.
I think convenience stores. Yeah, like 24 hours open convenience stores.
People are more open or generally more happy. In my country, I'm missing smiles and stuff. When I walk through Seoul,
Okay, guys, thank you so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm from Manchester. I have lived in Korea for maybe 5 years now. I live in Pohang.
I'm Adam, I'm her brother, and I'm visiting. I came here on Sunday, so not been here long.
So it's very rare to see a foreigner who's lived in Korea for such a long time.
Yeah.
So what made you live in Korea for so long?
I first came here I went to Korea University. I was a student. I fell in love with the country. And when I got back to England, I was like, I want to go back. So then I came back as a teacher. So I've been teaching all this time. But yeah, that's why. I love the food, everything here. The people, mainly.
So what do you love the most about Korea?
The convenience of everything, definitely. Beidao, I love ordering the food. Convenience stores being open 24/7. Just everything is easy, very easy. Yes.
So I know you have not been here for too long, but what do you love the most about Korea so far?
It's the food. You know, coming from England, we don't get much great stuff. Anything we do get, it's from foreign places.
Yeah.
But you come here, it's a new experience. It's so different.
Yeah.
It's all, you know, so many different flavors.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to experiment with it and kind of explore everything like that.
Right. So this can come off as quite rude, but I've heard from so many medias that English food is quite bad.
Well, that's not rude.
No, that's not rude.
It's the truth.
It's the fact.
No, we have good food. It's very plain, very basic.
Yeah. But it's good to us.
Yeah.
We got like shepherd's pie.
Okay.
Love a good shepherd's pie.
Yeah,
Sunday
fish and
roast.
chips.
Fish and chips. Like
Right.
so to other people where you have
heard
maybe a
that.
spicier liking of food, but to us. Yeah, it's good. My spice level changed definitely after living here.
Right.
I couldn't handle any spice, but now I'm
You're
okay.
okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the question that I was going to ask all foreigners today. So what's one thing in Korea that you wish you had in your own country?
Convenience stores. Yeah, we have like a corner shop, but it's like closed at 11 p.m. or whatever back home. But convenience stores are I love it. I like where I live. I just go downstairs at any 3 a.m. I can't sleep. Just go to the convenience store, grab something to eat. I wish I could take them home with me. I really do.
Okay.
I think a lot of it's just to do with like the tradition and like how proud of you are of your past, and you can look back on those things and you can bring them into the modern world and kind of show how much you like the fact that where you've come from. We have that in England. It's just I know there's less of it, and a lot of it's stolen from other countries. There's a lot of pride in where you come from.
Yeah, definitely. Rightly so. They've done they developed so quickly, and they should be proud of their history. So I think I can see why. We can't look at our history and be like, yeah, that's us. No.
Right.
We can't really be too proud of that. So
So you told me you do teaching in Pohang.
Yes.
So who do you teach?
I am in a hagwon. I teach elementary school and middle school students. It's nice. I used to teach in kindergarten as well.
Okay.
But it's a lot of hard work. But I enjoy it. The kids make it worth it.
Right.
But now I'm very happy. Yeah.
So you probably meet a lot of kids every day. So
Every day.
do you feel like there's a difference between Korean kids and like the kids from back home, like English?
Respect. Yeah. Back at home, I'll see a group of kids and I might feel a little intimidated, like, oh, let's cross the road, like I don't know what's going on. But here,
Right.
these kids, like, I have no fear of them. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. So yeah, definitely the respect and this. That's what I want to bring home as well. Safety. I feel so safe here.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
That's been a big culture shock about being here.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of just leave things
Yeah.
and you can go away.
Like, just
and
leave the suitcase,
maybe-
it's
if you
fine.
did that in England, you've never seen it again. You walk away for a minute, it's gone. To come here, and we're still not used to it. But she's like obviously used to it.
Yeah.
You just
Go
leave
to a
things
cafe.
somewhere, and you can go somewhere else for a minute, and
Put your laptop down.
you come back and it's just there.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
So I think that's like not just in England, but in like most of the European countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah. Just in the Western world. Yeah, definitely.
Since I asked you guys what's one thing in Korea that you want in your own country, so let's reverse that, and
okay.
I'll ask you, what's one thing in England that you wish you had in Korea?
My family.
That's a good one. I can't say that one.
Yeah, I wish my family were here. I don't know. Ask him first.
No, don't ask me first.
Yeah, it's hard.
You've got more of,
I think
you've
you
got
would
more
know better.
experience. I don't know what I can bring here.
Football, like soccer, but football is like getting bigger here in Korea, but it's hard where I'm living to be like, oh, I want to go to the pub and watch the match. I can't do that here.
True, right.
Like, I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to, you know, crack open a beer at 4 a.m. Be like, and it doesn't have the same vibe or feeling. So maybe if I could bring the Premier League to Korea, that would be great. That would be great.
Who are you a fan of?
Manchester City.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah. Also, yeah,
Yes.
the whole family.
All City fans.
Our dad's dad, everyone was City. Not glory hunters.
Maybe an openness to more different cultures.
Yeah.
Something that's I notice about Korea is that you are very open to cultures, a lot more than a lot of other countries.
Right.
But I think the really good thing about England is that you can see so many different little things that are brought in from everywhere else. 35-45% of our population is like non-white people, which you just don't see in many European countries. And I think that's something that's really special, where you can kind of, whoever you speak to has got such a different experience in life. I think that's just really cool.
Yeah, brought up a lot of like multicultural
Yeah.
like friends and everything. Yeah.
Because Seoul is an international community, but since you're living in Pohang,
Yeah.
probably no
yeah.
foreigners live there.
Yeah, maybe I'm where I live in the little town I live in. I'm maybe one of the only foreigners. So you do get a few stares every now and then, like, ooh, like. But I don't mind. I really don't mind it too much. But sometimes they do. They just stare at you very intently, and it's like, okay, makes me a little nervous. But yeah, maybe that.
Okay. So since you guys are both football fans,
Yes.
I just want to ask you. In England, how popular is Sonny? I'm just.
Oh,
very
he's
I can answer this
yeah.
better
Let
than
him
you.
take this one.
He's very popular. He's one of the
Yeah.
biggest and best players in the league.
Right.
But do you see the stature he's kind of seen here? Is so different, you know, because here,
He's a
you know, he's seen
yeah.
kind of as this like massive celebrity. In football, he's big and very well known, but you know, in England, it's just we've got so many big players, and we have no reason to, unless you're a Tottenham fan.
Yeah,
you have
maybe
no
for
real
Tottenham, I think
reason
he's
to
maybe their favourite player.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Right.
But people love him. Even people who aren't Tottenham fans,
Yeah.
everyone likes Son.
Because he's known as he's known as just like the really nice guy, and you
Yeah.
can see that when he's on the pitch and stuff in interviews.
Yeah, I see it all the time on Instagram, like compilation videos of him being just so sweet. Yeah, really. Yeah, it's the respect thing again. Like,
I've been a long time Tottenham fan, not just because of Sony, but I've always been a Tottenham fan. I was very glad when I heard the news that Sony was coming, and I'm so glad that he's doing well in Tottenham.
yeah. He deserves
Okay.
good things. He's a good guy.
Okay. So I think my last question would be: do you want to say anything to Korean audience who's watching?
Thank you for making me feel at home. This is my new home now. I plan to live here for the rest of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you will be always welcomed by Korean people.
Yeah. So thank you so much for making me feel at home, making really good food. Thank you for the food. That's what I say. And I think he does too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for making Jess feel at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's a big trip from
Yeah,
here to
yeah.
England, and I know obviously she probably was very scared, and we were very scared. And it's sad that we don't get to see her much, but to know that she's here and she's safe and loving life, that's really great. Just happy about that.
Okay, guys, thank you so much
Thank you.
for your interview, and I hope you have a great travel here. I hope you have a great stay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you guys so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your name, your nationality?
안녕하세요. 저는 이탈리아에서 오는 나탈리아예요.
아, 이탈리아 분이시구나.
네, 네, 맞아요.
안녕하세요. 저는 프랑스에서 온 교환학생 겐지스라고 합니다.
그 발음이 너무 좋으신데요, 두 분 다? 너무 좋으세요, 진짜. 근데 한국말도 사실 되게 잘하실 것 같은데 그래도 이제 영어로 인터뷰를 하고 싶다고 하셨으니까 영어로 진행을 해보겠습니다. Do you guys have one thing that is Korean that you want in your own country as well?
I think convenience stores.
Convenience
Yeah, like 24 hours open convenience stores.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your like favorite product in Korean convenience store?
I like samgakkimbap.
삼각김밥.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I've heard from many foreigners that they like 삼각김밥.
Yeah.
It's their favorite thing.
Yeah.
I don't think she agrees though. what's your favorite thing?
그 줄기 김밥.
줄김밥. So, what's one thing that you want in your own country?
The prices. Everything is like really cheap compared to France here.
Oh, really? So, can you tell me like just one thing that you think is cheap here?
Just eating outside, because in France it's like more common to eat at home, just do grocery shopping and eat at home. And here, like I tried to do grocery shopping on Coupang, but it ends up being really expensive. So like eating outside is like you can eat for like 10 euros. So it's like 15,000 won.
15,000원.
And in France, like when you eat outside, it's at least 2만 원.
My next question is, do you guys, so you've been here for how long?
Last year I've been here for 6 months, and then I came back last September, like this September, and I will be here for 1 year.
Okay, and you've been here?
It's I've been here for like 2 months this time, and I'm staying till December.
Okay. So, what made you want to come to Korea and do work holiday here?
I've graduated in Korean language. I have my Haksa degree and Soksa degree in Korean language, culture, and translation interpretation.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm here to like practice my Korean.
So, I think my question would be then, what made you want to study Korean in the first place?
I think I'm good with languages, and I didn't want to learn another European language, so I tried to look at like other languages, and I found like Korean, and I thought like the pronunciation and sounded kind of good.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to learn it.
So you like the sound of Korean?
Yeah, I like Parim. Yeah.
Can I hear your reason?
I came here because I'm a Soksa 학생 in France, and I do Korean studies as well. So like that was like my last semester of classes in France. So I came here as an exchange student, and I chose Korean because, well, it's a basic answer, but like when I had to like apply to colleges, I was a really big K-pop fan, and I was like interested in history and cultures that are like super different from European culture, and so I just ended up there.
Do you think K-pop culture is big even in France now?
In Italy, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big do you think it is? Like, do you think like your mother would know, or your like father, your parents?
They do know.
They do know.
Yeah, because sometimes like nowadays K-pop songs come out on like even news.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's kind of common. So I know that like my mom sometimes like texts me or like sends me pictures or like vocal messages of like songs being played at news.
Okay.
And so yeah, so I think it's getting kind of big right now.
Okay. So I think one of my French friend, she said that one of the reasons why she thinks K-pop is so big in France is because there are not many good artists in France, maybe. Would you agree with that statement?
Well, I'm not gonna say like French music is not good, but it's like what's more popular in France is French rap, and so it's like here it's like you have more like melody and like pop songs. In France, you don't have that many like pop singers. Or like famous pop singers in France.
Right.
So it's so famous because like even with not even K-pop but like everything that comes with it, with the Hallyu wave, like skincare, fashion, and all of that. Yeah, I know like my brothers know Korean skincare, not that much of K-pop. So it's like whole like Korean culture more than just K-pop.
So you said you like samgakkimbap. So is that your favorite Korean food, or do you have something else?
No, I like kimchi jjigae the most.
Kimchi
Yeah.
jjigae.
Kimchi jjigae.
Isn't that too spicy for you?
No,
or
I'm
not
okay
at
with
all?
I'm okay with spicy food.
That's very rare to
Then-
see.
I know,
It is very
but
rare.
I'm really okay with spicy food. So
That's good,
kimchi
yeah.
jjigae, or like budae-jjigae, or tteokguk. I like tteokguk a lot.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a lot of food I like actually.
Right.
Yeah, and everything with goguma in it.
What would you say is your favorite Korean food?
I would say budae-jjigae as well and tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki. I don't know why, but like so many foreigners say tteokbokki. So isn't the chewy texture of it, doesn't that like put you off a bit
No.
for foreigners?
No,
Not-
that's
not at
no.
all.
Plus, like in France, when you go to Korean restaurant, it's either cheese takgalbi, kimbap, or tteokbokki. It's like among those. Dishes.
So one of the reasons why tteokbokki is so big in like France and other countries because like a lot of Korean restaurants there sell tteokbokki.
Yeah, like all of them. I know a restaurant in Rome that like makes just little like places. Like the menu is not even that
Right,
big,
right.
and they only have tteokbokki and naengmyeon, bibimbap, and bulgogi. Just that.
Bibimbap is a good one.
So we talked a lot of good things about Korea. Do you have any things that like your least favorite thing in Korea?
The fact that you don't have beans here,
Okay.
like it's so hard to find. Yeah, like like trash bins.
yeah, right,
trash bin,
right,
like
right.
쓰레기통.
I get that a lot
Yeah.
from foreigners.
Oh my god, it's so stressful. Like when you like buy something and then you have to carry that thing like everywhere unless you go to like a convenience store. But sometimes they don't let
Yeah.
you like
Right.
use it like for like outside trash. Like for the trash, like when you're at home, like every like dong or gu has its different like way or plastic bag. It has to be for every like so it has to be different
okay.
and you get feed if you like don't you don't use it like the right way. So it's a bit like stressful for that.
It must be very confusing because
Yes.
as a Korean, I think it's confusing too. So
is.
yeah, I can only imagine. So what's your least favorite thing?
I would say Korean people in theater, in the subway,
Why?
because they either walk really slowly or they don't like they're not like they don't have special awareness, like they don't understand like the space they're taking, so everyone is like boom boom, you know.
They don't say sorry.
They don't say but
When you
I mean
bump
I
into
knew
you.
that before coming, so I was like okay. That's but like they bump into you every day
Yeah,
and it's
it's stressful.
just be careful.
Okay. Just that one thing?
Yeah.
Or do you have anything?
That's my biggest issue here.
Okay, I think my last question would be, if you have any, do you have anything that you want to say to Korean audience that's watching, maybe?
It's okay making friends with foreigners, like,
Right.
and since I came here first time, it's been really hard to make Korean friends, like
Right.
Korean that stays like around Koreans, and it's really hard for foreigners to make friends. And so, yes, what I wanted to say is, like, just try to be a bit more like friendly with foreigners and open with foreigners, like for foreigners. It's because it's a bit like uneasy for us to just
Right.
stay here and not having like any friends. Like in Europe, if you go to Europe, it's a bit easier to make friends if you're a foreigner, but here it's really hard. So yeah, that's
But
what I
I
want to
think
say.
it's just a question of like friendships in Korea seem different than friendship in Europe.
How do you think it's different?
Because in Europe, like I know for like in France, when you don't like catch up with someone or like send a text like every now and then to say how are you, how have you been doing, or I don't know, just and in Korea that doesn't seem like small talk isn't a thing. So I think that's why it seems more difficult, because they won't come and DM you to say how have you been and all. So I think that's why it's difficult.
Yeah, probably.
So did you make a lot of Korean friends now?
Like maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
Like there's this thing. So last year I attended university in Korea for 1 semester, and I wasn't able to make any friends. Like maybe 1 or 2 from my classes.
Yeah.
When I was at the university in Italy, and when Korean people used to come to my university, they always were like surrounded by people, and people wanted to get to know them and like make them part of their friendship groups. But here, like when I came here, I expected something like that because I didn't know very well how relationships worked here. But yeah, there wasn't like the same enthusiasm like to get to know a foreigner.
Right. So thank you guys so much for the interview, and I hope you have a great time here in Korea.
Thank you. 감사합니다.
So thank you so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Ralph. I'm 18 years old and I come from Germany, and I'm staying in Korea for 5 days total.
Right. And you're going back to Germany tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow I'm heading back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you come to Korea in the first place?
I'm taking a gap year at the moment, and I was really interested in visiting Japan and Korea, even though it's compared to other countries quite expensive.
It is.
I really wanted to come and visit, and I think it was definitely worth it.
So did you go to Japan as well?
Yes.
What do you think are some of the similarities and what's like some of the differences?
I think when you go to the streets in Japan, especially in Tokyo, it's like very commercial, a lot of anime, of course, and everything. I feel like Korea is more similar to cities from Germany.
Okay.
When you walk through Seoul, at least. Obviously, the people are a bit different. I feel like in both countries there is a lot of respect towards strangers. Here it's like a little more similar, like Europe, I'd say. In Japan, it was in comparison to Europe, like extreme.
A question that I was asking all foreigners today is, what's one thing in Korea that you want in your own country as well?
I feel like people are more open, or generally more happy. In my country, I'm missing like smiles and stuff. When I walk through Seoul, I see people smiling randomly without a reason or something.
Okay.
In Germany, it's like everyone has like a poker face usually, and it's like not that happy.
Usually kind of stoic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here people are more relaxed, and
okay.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
This is just purely subjective, but which food do you prefer, Korean food or Japanese food?
Oh, I think many people in my country would hate me for this, but I think I prefer Korean food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because in Japan, of course, there's like this very popular ramen and sushi. Okay, I love sushi, but I wasn't totally convinced about the ramen.
Right.
Yeah, because they had like fish sauce in it, and I feel like the food here, I like that you often have to mix it, and there's like vegetables, meat, and rice, everything together. Yeah.
So you like mixing part of the food?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. We talked a lot of good things
Yeah.
about Korea. So do you have any like negative things that you want to say about Korea?
I don't know. It's more like a question, actually. In Germany, I've heard that in Korea, school is like very tense or intense for the students, and
Right.
university, I think so too. Would you say that's true, or would you say it's like normal?
So where do you hear about those, study culture?
In Germany, we hear that in Korea, many people stress a lot about exams and everything, and I think some say that quite a lot actually try suicide sometimes because of that. And I don't know if that's true. I've just heard about it, and yeah,
Just on the media.
yeah, exactly. That's why I was wondering. Would you say it's true? Is it too hard sometimes?
It's a very sensitive topic, but
Okay.
I'll have to see like the stats they came up with. So, like, I wouldn't say it never happens.
Okay.
It probably happens,
Yeah.
and it probably happens in other countries too. But
Yeah.
So I will have to like see the graph,
Yeah.
some facts about that. So
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
okay, so I think my last question would be: would you consider living in Korea if you had the chance?
Yeah, I would.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking about visiting Japan and Korea, especially with the thought of maybe coming here again.
Okay.
At least for like a semester in university. Actually, I like it, and if I decide to come to Korea for a semester, then I might stay here.
I hope you stay in Korea because they have many good programs. I know a lot of exchange students that came to Korea and they loved it here.
Yeah.
So maybe consider.
Yeah, I'm definitely considering it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hope you have a great rest of your travel today.
Thanks. I hope you too.
Right. 감사합니다. Thank you so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your name, where you're from?
My name is Xi Jinzhan. I'm from China.
Okay.
I'm Amon Zhou. I'm from China.
Okay, so welcome to Korea. How long have you been in Korea?
3 days.
3 days.
Yes.
So you saw many food and culture and different things in Korea, right?
Yes.
So what's one thing that's Korean that you want in your own country too?
Korean's K-pop culture.
K-pop culture.
Yeah, we're K-pop fans.
Okay. So which K-pop group do you like?
I've Wongyang, I've Slay, and Twice, and Sonushide.
Okay.
And BTS.
BTS.
Yeah.
But I think K-pop thing is big in China too.
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
It's very big, or
Yes, very big. Have many fans in China.
so many of your friends know about K-pop as well, or they like K-pop.
Our friends
And also
like K-pop.
Okay. So was that your only reason why you came to Korea? Because you like K-pop, or was there other reasons too?
We like Korean food.
Korean food.
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite Korean food?
Chicken.
And
Chicken with beer. Chimek.
yes, with beer or cola.
Cola. So we talked a lot of good things about Korea. You have any like bad things that you experienced in Korea?
When we transfer the subway, we think we should take so long road. So we so tired.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Sing.
Okay. So I asked you, what's one Korean thing that you want in China? So what's one Chinese thing that you want in Korea too?
The way of payment, I hope,
So you-
such as Alipay or WeChat in Korea, we should take so many of cash. I think it's not.
One thing I'm curious, many Chinese food here in Korea, right?
Yes.
근데 is it like the same as in China? Or it's different?
My friend eats some dumpling.
Dumpling.
Yeah.
你认为跟中国一样吗? Do you
No,
think?
no.
It's not the same.
It's not same?
네, not the same.
How about 말라탕?
Malatang is too expensive in Korea.
Really?
네.
It's very cheap in
In very cheap in China.
Oh.
We usually 20 RMB in China can
Okay.
eat malatang. But
So cheap.
yes, but in Korean maybe
It's like
expensive.
Okay. Thank you so much for the interview. I hope you have a great travel here in Korea.